Okay, we are at 14965 Terrace. As far as the outside, the roof looks like it's in great shape. The exterior looks pretty good as well. I wouldn't recommend kind of painting any of the outside as far as the house. Maybe cleaning up some of the shrubs and landscaping up front, and putting in some flowers when you're ready to sell for kind of some curb appeal. The whole house, the inside and outside, does have a bunch of spiders and cobwebs. Before showing, I would recommend getting that cleaned as well, but I would recommend a general cleaning of the property itself. The garage roof looks to be in good condition as well. You know, this tree looks like its roots are starting to bring up a little bit of the asphalt, so that's something that I maybe would imagine would come up at a home inspection for fear of this tree getting into any type of water lines or sewage or anything like that. So that may be something to think about as well as far as cutting down the tree. But you could just wait for it, you know, to have the inspection with the buyer and see, you know, if anything does come up. So garage looks like a garage. Again, some cobwebs, I would just kind of clean it up as best as I could. The siding of the garage may have to use some work. Again, you could wait to see what a buyer says, or if you wanted to be proactive and have it painted, but there are some cracks and some paint missing. Backyard, maybe I would clean up some of these shrubs as best as possible. There's this outdoor shed. I guess you could leave it. If a buyer wanted it removed, you could then have it removed. And again, too, if you look at the trim in the back, looks like, you know, it's chipping. So let's go inside. And again, for this house specifically on Terrace, the comps show that we probably shouldn't put too much work into this home. The way it is now looks like that is the general theme of the comps in the area, so I wouldn't recommend kind of any major upgrades as far as granite or anything like that. So the kitchen itself looks good. I believe you guys repainted the cabinets. Doesn't look like any of them are damaged. The door handles look like they're all kind of in sync and in pretty good condition. So again, we talked about cobwebs and stuff like that, but a general cleaning will kind of take care of everything. So you know, the paint is not bad, but with anything, I would probably recommend repainting, because you can definitely see you know, some kind of inconsistencies with the paint, especially near the borders where it meets the ceiling. As far as the carpet, looks like it's in decent shape. I really wouldn't worry about having new carpet in. One thing I may recommend would be having doors replaced. A lot of these doors are older. You know, neither could use maybe a good painting or maybe being replaced. Again, you don't have to get anything that's a high-end door. But, you know, something fresh will always help. Those look like there maybe is a little bit of a settling crack. Again, maybe if we painted this room, we would take care of that issue as well. Again, you can kind of see where the paint is blotchy. So as we go through the hallway, again, no really big issues. For this room, you know, there's vinyl down here. I probably would recommend putting in carpet, simply to be uniform. It does look a little goofy when all the other rooms are carpet. So, you know, you can tell general wear and tear with the paint in this room. Again, I would recommend to have it painted. I did notice that some of the vents were rusting, so I would recommend having the vent tops replaced. Again, shouldn't be too much of a cost, but having brand new ones does really give a sense of it being fresh. So bathroom looks like it's in decent shape. Again, there's some nail holes, so I would recommend having it painted. You know, bathroom looks like it's in pretty good shape, maybe a good cleaning, and maybe some possible caulking right here. But everything else looks like to be in order. Again, replacing some light bulbs, but that's all stuff that can be done right before closing. So or putting the house on the market, I'm sorry. So again, bedroom number 2 looks like it's in decent shape, no real issues. Again, like we talked about with the vents, this one's curling up a little bit. Looks like there's some minor damage to it. And again, these olden wooden doors, I probably would recommend just replacing them with white doors to be uniformed with everything else. And maybe even possibly painting the trim of the closet white to match everything as well. And as we come to the last bedroom, again, carpet doesn't look like it's too much of an issue. I wouldn't worry about putting in brand new carpet. The color may not be the best, but I don't think you would have to replace it. Again, maybe I would wait to see if a buyer came in and demanded that. That would be something to consider. So again, you can kind of see the wear and tear from the paint. Again, the doors are kind of shoddy, either repainted or replaced. This one kind of has some damage right there by the doorknob. But overall, not bad. I didn't notice anything that was kind of, again, here's some more, you know, kind of wear and tear from the paint like we talked about. But generally, overall, house is in pretty good condition. And again, this is kind of consistent to what's been selling in this little area. This little bubble in Midlothian is a little bit of a lower price point. So, you know, putting things in like granite or hardwood floors and stuff wouldn't see any return. So I would kind of recommend, and again, too, you can kind of see some rust in there. I'd recommend kind of those minor, you know, replace vents, repaint, maybe take care of some landscaping outside, and a good cleaning, and maybe carpet that one bedroom, and you should be good to go.